Welcome back, everyone. It's John, Wade Boggs fan. Before I get into my video, I just want to send my condolences to Jason, Mr. Fisherbike, in the passing of his mom on Thanksgiving. Jason, I'm thinking about you, and you are right that one day you will see your mom again. So thoughts and prayers are being sent out to you and your family, Jason. So for today's video, I thought I would check out some art. And no, I'm not talking about art on the wall, paintings. I'm talking about art cards. And I did a video some time ago on these ASO art cards, or basically, artist renditions of baseball cards. And I know these types of art cards aren't for everyone. It's mainly for collectors like myself, player collectors that, see someone's interpretation of a card, whether it be using an old, say, Topps design or Bowman design, and seeing what, maybe a current player, in this case, Wade Boggs, would look like if he had a 1963 Topps card or something like that, to other actual artist drawings. And so it's a unique taste. I actually think of it more like the Topps, the Project 2020, where you had artists' interpretation of a card and how they would view it and stuff. And not everyone, got on board. I didn't buy any Topps Project 2020 cards, but I can see the comparison between the two. But I also know that these art cards, some collectors, obviously they're not, pack issued or, licensed cards. And so they don't, consider collecting them, or it's a novelty or whatever. I find them interesting, especially for the ones that are done by Wade Boggs. But even when someone asks me, hey, how many different Wade Boggs cards do you have? I tell them it's now over 5,100 different. That does not include any of my art cards. If I include my art cards, I would say I'm over 6,000. I mean, I have like almost 900 different art cards. But I don't count them in my total. Yeah, I have them, but most of these art cards are one of one. Hey, they make the design, it's a one of one, they put it up on eBay or whatever, and they don't make another one like that again. There are some that are more computer generated and they produce more of them, or some have limited edition runs, things like that. But what I thought I'd do here, since I bought some recently, I got some in the mail here, I'm going to show off the couple art card pickups, but also just show you some of the different kinds of art cards that are out there, because they do differ in terms of the style, how they make them, produce them, things like that. So I'll show a couple different kinds of art cards that I have. There's one in particular that the artist is just phenomenal. I may have all the ones, at least that I'm aware of, that he's put on eBay. I think I've won all of them. Some of them I've paid a decent price for, because this artist is a really good artist and in demand for other players that he's created as well. So maybe I'll show off my little run of his. But again, give you just an idea of, think of it as a Project 2020 version of baseball cards and things like that. So I'm going to turn the camera around and let's go check out some art. All right, first I'm going to go over a couple different types of these art cards. And here's one. I don't think the artist has done anything in the last maybe couple years. He used to put out a lot of these art cards. I don't know if it got burned out or decided to do something else. But anyway, here's an example. Now he actually, these are actual artist drawings here. And I'll show you how that maybe differs from some of the others. But here's one. It's a mini type card. But what I liked about his work is, or at least the cards, is he'd date when he'd draw them. So this was January 8th of 2016, and it's very, very small, but he goes by Q. I don't know, I can't pronounce his exact last name, Quizian or something like that. But you can tell that these were actually done in like a type of marker, because you can see it bleeds through. So there's one. Here's another sort of type of mini card that he did as well. This one was on January 10th. And then he also did larger size ones. It looks like he actually had, the border printed, and then he would actually draw in the middle. But there you can see the back again. Just showing off a couple here. There's another mini. Different type of artist and style, how they chose to show Wade, but with the different shadows and stuff. I don't know. I found they're interesting. But again, blank back, but signed there and marked that they were one of ones. And here's one of the Yankees. I wouldn't say these are my favorite ones, but again, I just found them interesting, and some of these I may have paid $5 for, $7, something like that. Nothing too crazy, but I guess if you have around 900 of them, it can get expensive. All right, the next type of art card, which leads into a couple of the new pickups that I got in the mail this week. This artist decided to go with, these were more probably just computer printed on nice paper, so a more graphic design. Took a picture but used the 1974 Topps design in a horizontal image. So again, I think it's a pretty cool looking card. Now what's interesting here is, so there's nothing that tells who the artist is or that it's a one of one, and it's blank back. I actually had to put a sticky note for my filing system to know that this is this was done by Ben Lechner. If I didn't do that, I would have no idea how to catalog this card. It would just be a random art card that some random person did. So I tried to, whenever I see this, save the packaging and stuff, or ask, hey, who was the, I'll send them a message after I bought it. Hey, who was the artist and things like that. So there's a 74, and the same artist did, again, in a horizontal mode, which I don't think there were any 78s done in horizontal mode, but it's cool. 78 is my one of my favorite set designs, of course. And then actually he did one in a 1977 Topps design, used the same picture, but just put it into a different card design. So again, I don't pay a lot for these, couple bucks maybe. I just find them interesting, but it helps, and I like it better when it is they're actually signed or some notation of who the artist is. So that leads to the one type of pickup that I got, the art cards. There's 4 of them actually, and this is what they look like. Now this one decided to do, again, this is computer design printed out, which again, it's okay. It's their interpretation. It doesn't have to be hand drawn. Of a 1951 Bowman. And here's one. I believe they say it's more like a 1957 Topps design with the lettering and wording and stuff, but it has a picture of Brooks Robinson, Mike Schmidt, George Brett, and Wade Boggs. Here's a 1992 Bowman design. Again, these are all blank back, but I know this is a Tennessee Custom Sports Cards. I just have to make a note of it when I go to file them. And I believe this is maybe meant to be a 2020 Topps design. But there you go for those set of art cards. But the one art card which I truly do consider mini works of art. It's an artist that, again, I'm not sure if I have every single one that he's made. At least to my knowledge, he's been making these cards as far back as 2014. And I want to show you the artist's name is J.S. Hatton. And he does sign the back of every card and has marked them all as one of ones. But here are a group of his previous cards and just the artistry. And he does them on, it looks like sort of like a canvas type of card. You can see it more in the later ones, but here's one right there. And that is hand drawn, either stenciled or marker. Almost looks watercolor for this one. But he did sign it on the back, J.S. Hatton, one of one in 14 for 2014. So there's that one. Here's another one, I believe, from 2014. Now, he started off by putting one of one on the card front and then switched over. But that's another really nice one. Here's one here. Really, I mean, really talented artist. Really like that one. I like all of them. So, now some of these he started off not mimicking any actual like Topps designs. These designs in different borders, I think, were just his design concept. Here's another one here. And these were done in 2016, so we're moving up. Now, this one is when he started his a bit of a run into using some Topps designs or other baseball designs. The 1953 Topps design. That's just, I don't know, just a gorgeous art card. I mean, it's you know, the stuff maybe you see now when they put into Topps Gallery or, you know, things like that. Really well done. Here's one, and I always forget whether it's 55 or 56. The horizontal card there in dual image. Another one of my favorites. Then he went back, and that was still in 2016. This one's 2017. Not sure if that was a flare design or another sport. Maybe a football or basketball design. I'm not sure if that was taken from an actual card design. But there's another one. And this is another one from 2017 using the 1952 Topps design. And another one from 2017. And it's hard to, I don't know if I can get it here with the there. I'm going to try to get the glare down as much as possible, but you can almost see that it's done on like a canvas type finish. So these aren't just printed. These are actually, and if you take them out with the penny sleeve, you can tell that there's a coating to it. This one was done in 2018. Another one in 2018, 1960 Topps design. This one was in 2019, 1965 Topps design. And this one was from earlier this year. And this is the one that I just actually received today. It's a 1959 Topps design. Again, as a player collector, I really like some of these art cards. Some of them I just buy to, I don't know, because it's out there and it's a Wade Boggs. But other ones, especially of this artist, if I see it, I definitely want to go after it. Some of the other ones, hey, if I don't get, it's no big deal. I mark it in my checklist if ever it comes up on eBay again or whatever. But I'm not too concerned with some of these other ones. But this artist here, if I see one of his pop up, I really want to go after it. So there you are, my little look at art on cards. So hope you enjoyed. Let's get to the trivia question. Now, the trivia question from the last video, I believe we had. Well, let's get to the question here. The question was, how many Chicago White Sox players hit 25 or more home runs in 2002? I believe there were a couple that got maybe 2 or 3 right, and maybe 1 or 2 who got the correct answer, which is 5. And I believe only Thomas, Costa Rica card collector, got the number right, named all 5 and their home run totals, which are Maglio Ordonez hit 38 that year, Frank Thomas hit 28, Paul Konerko hit 27, Carlos Lee hit 26, and Jose Valentin hit 25. And with all that home run power, the team only managed to finish 81 and 81 on the year. So that was that question. Now the new question for this video. This may be an easy one here. How many seasons did Hank Aaron hit 50 or more home runs? How many times did Hank Aaron hit 50 or more home runs in a season? Answer, of course, in my next video. So that's all I have for now. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.